Hey guys, we're here at Weld in the Think branded office, and we just got a new tool and toy up here called the Arri Sky Panel. You might have heard of it. It's an awesome light that has color balancing features and diffusion features. Super cool. The Think branded team is going to use it for all kinds of stuff.
I'm excited to open this. So let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
On top.
Sky panel.
All right.
We got our cool little accessories guide.
And we went with Arri. It's pretty pricey, but you know, these are made to last. One of these is the ballast cable, and one of these is the power cable.
Looks like XLR.
Yeah, it does look like an XLR. This guy.
Here's the power cable.
That's some sort of quick release plate. There's two types of these. There's the S60-C for color, and then the S60-RP, which is like the phosphorus. That's like the yoke.
It includes an extremely serious and potentially the largest Allen wrench I've ever seen.
Okay, so the cool thing with this light, from what I've heard, there's a little red tag, and it says, please check the firmware version before using your Arri luminaire and install the latest firmware. And there's a cool like little code. But that's one cool thing about this, I don't know if you knew it, but you can upgrade this light, which is like kind of a first, like usually you can't like plug lights in and like upgrade firmware, but there's like a ton of options and capabilities with this. I know one person I talked with, they can replicate like campfire, police lights, lightning, and there's all these little like things you can do. That's the difference between the S60-C and the S60-RP. The RP has limited functionality of the color stuff, all the LED, like making it like purple or whatever, like the party lights, and it also doesn't have the magenta and green adjustments. And all the LED lights on the RP, the phosphorus, they're all blue. So to change color temperature, you actually have to slide a
gel,
in front of it. And on this one, we can dial in very specifically our color temperature.
Anything and the whole RGB spectrum.
Let's get the light. It's pretty heavy. I think these are like fully loaded. If you if you include the ballast, to like 40 pounds. There's the.
I want to feel how heavy it is. That's not too bad.
Alright, well he works out.
I don't understand how this doesn't look like a light.
No, that looks like a...
How does light get through it?
Protective thing.
I'm just kidding. Note, the ballast is included.
Yes, the ballast is included. We were worried, we're like, hey, we hope the ballast comes with this.
Kind of a sweet looking ballast.
And yeah, here's Bo. He knows more about this stuff than us.
Can you hand me the monster Allen?
World's largest Allen wrench.
It takes two people to...
Make sure to keep that in your travel bag.
How do you properly pronounce? Is it Arri or Arri?
Is it Arri or Arri?
I've heard Arri.
I think it's Arri.
I think it's Arri, but...
Sorry, Arri.
Sorry, Arri.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, we're ready for
Ready
now.
to measure.
All right.
I'll
do
hold
it.
the stand.
Man. But like I believe this,
Yeah.
slide these over, and then up,
And come straight out.
and bam, there's the...
Look at them LEDs.
And then it came with this, so I think this is just the standard thing that we're gonna slide in there, but you want
to
to
get a bunch of custom diffusers, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. This is a super clamp with a J hook, and this will hold the ballast. So just super clamping the base here. Got a really sturdy, super sturdy. You want to check it and make sure before you put the ballast on, but it's really sturdy there, and then you can hang it. This way the whole unit is self-contained and you can roll it around as needed instead of having the ballast on the ground.
This looks like it's the power out. So we're gonna plug this in here. So this is where you do the firmware stuff, which is like really crazy to see on an actual light. So yeah, you have two powers, one for a battery if you wanted to do. And I know the 30, the model smaller than this is, they suggest you could do that easier with battery power. You need a lot of battery power to keep this big one going. All right.
You will want to make sure you have the proper stand to hold this. Don't try to put it on a small stand. It should be on a combo. This is a rolling combo made by American, but anything that's this size or bigger, but don't try to put it on a small little location stand.
And then this we will plug in.
Looking for power extension because we don't want to share power with anything else, but we're also realizing it's LED, so you don't have to treat it like a 2K. You know what?
Takes a second.
It's a blue light on brand, Arri.
Alright.
So this light color bounces from 2800K all the way up to 10,000, which is pretty awesome.
I can go up.
Wow.
Wow, that's 100%.
It's incredible.
And then here we'll go down to like 50%. And it's cool if you look back here again. I mean, it really, like the specificity of the, intensity there. You can set in your whatever, and then if you hold that down, it locks it, which I assume then you can't. No one can mess with it, and then you push it again.
Accidentally gets touched or something.
Unlock. So a lot of cool features. There we go. So these are the color modes.
Adjusting saturation and hue now.
Hue, yeah.
Brightness is crazy.
But yeah.
And even the diffuser's not even on it, but it looks pretty solid. So I've got 3 different dials here. One that's controlling saturation. So currently I'm on a pretty, let's say the color right now is pretty green. That's where I adjust, so you can see I'm adjusting. You can see it goes red through to a yellowy orange, green, purplish. So let's say I like this super intense green, but I want to dumb down the saturation a little bit. I can do that. So it's measured in up to from 0 to 100%, down to the 1/10 of a percentage. So like 60.8% or like 58.3. So if you're matching 2 lights, you can get extremely precise.
From a producer standpoint, I think this is the perfect light because it's simple, it's durable, it's pretty easy to operate. It's not incredibly expensive, comparatively what you're getting. And yeah, I hope to have many long years and hours of shooting with this.
Hold on.
Dude, it's so cool.
That's pretty close to wild orange right
It
there.
is.
Right
So there you go.